Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today doing something a bit different, showcasing the RM Williams. Now, a bit of a background on my shoe collection or shoe collecting history. I've owned probably thousands of Jordans, Nikes, alternative shoes, and by far these have been the absolute best shoes I've ever owned in my life. And as you can see with the condition, they're still in relatively good nick. Even with the outsole themselves being made of rubber, it's held up quite nicely over the last 5 years. Now, why do I like these shoes so much? It all comes down to the longevity, comfort, and the versatility that these shoes offer. Now, I bought these shoes back in 2018, 2019 for about $595, as we can see here on the box itself, in the Comfort Craftsman chestnut yearling configuration, and these have been excellent. I've actually gotten introduced to these shoes in my career in finance. So when I first started, I got told to just straight away get these, don't worry about it, and they have been absolutely correct. Best investment I've ever made in terms of shoes, and I haven't actually needed to buy another pair of work shoes, dress shoes, formal shoes in the last 5 years, which has been fantastic. Now, I did buy the shoe trees available from RM Williams themselves, so do highly recommend going to a store first to check these out, stock up on whatever accessories that you need. Not necessary, but that is an option. Now let's have a look at it on foot. Currently on feet with my favorite set of trousers, just straight leg chinos from Industry, black, but as you can see, they match whatever occasion I'm going to. So just looking at the bottom here, you know, I could be wearing a business suit, I could be wearing chinos to business formal or semi-formal events. I could be going out with just a normal t-shirt casually, and these bitches right here would suit perfectly fine. Now, one of the reasons why I like these shoes so much is you can just throw them on. Once you have them on, basically you don't have to worry about them. Now, second reason why I like them so much is you can just take them off, put them back on, no problem. So imagine you're going through an airport. Some airports need you to actually take your shoes off. Fucking boom, done. Put them back on, just grab that, you're through the gate in the airport. It's amazing. And even when you're on the airplane, if you're wearing these, you can just take them off, sit back, relax, put them back on, no problems at all. Now, there are configurations on the website, which I'll show in a moment, where the sole comes in different materials. So there's leather rubber, and these ones here, which are the Comfort rubber. I would just stick to the Comfort, the rubber outsole. I do own a pair of the leather in the Sydney boot that RM Williams also sells. That was a big fucking mistake. Don't do that. Mainly because with the leather outsole, you've got no grip, right? So these things keep you stable. Leather outsole, when it starts raining, you're fucked. So don't do that. Now, one annoying thing about these shoes is the tags on the top. It's not a big deal for me because I've had them for so long, but it might be a pet peeve for you. So the pull tags on top can get caught, especially if your pants are too short. It could end up sticking out while you're walking, and if you have OCD, you might want to keep fixing that. For me, not a big deal, and it also adds to the speed on putting them on and off whenever you need to. So it's not a big deal, but something to point out. Now keep in mind, I'm not sponsored by RM Williams. I wish I was, so they can give me money. Though the purpose of this video was to showcase quality products that work. So 5-year review, I'm gonna start doing more of these 5-year reviews as content, just to show which products and things that are worth your money. So I've owned these for about 5 years, spent about $600. So
when you look at it on a yearly basis, it is good value for money. I haven't had to buy any other shoes to replace this. Now this picture showcases the different settings that these boots can be worn in. So on the far left, that's me over in Japan walking the streets of Osaka. The next picture from there is a wedding that I've recently gone to this year. Third picture to the right there is a conference I went to in Melbourne 2 years ago. And the last picture is me over at the farm doing some farm stuff just to get away from the city.
Now let's hop over to the website and have a suss on the current pricing, also the other selections out there on the website.
Heading over to the RM Williams website, we can go to either everyday boots or dress boots. Now, the classic configuration would be the yearling leather variations, as you can see here. The one on the left, which let's go to that one. This is probably the best color out of all of them. It's versatile enough, you can wear it to business occasions, even in formal dressy occasions, as well as casual enough where you can obviously wear it casually for your everyday life. So I would avoid anything else that doesn't have the word comfort in front of it. I would stick to the Craftsman boot as well because it is the tried and tested classic. The comfort in the RM Williams line simply means that the sole is rubber. Now there is a different, as you can see, the comfort rubber sole. Now there is a different sole configuration, being the dynamic flex, which combines leather and rubber. I would personally avoid that. From my experience, leather outsoles with the Sydney boot that I have actually. The leather outsole does create a bit of a danger during wet conditions where if it's raining, you're gonna slip, right? So to avoid any of that nonsense, stick with anything that has the rubber sole. The Gardner boots have it as well, but really what you want to go for is the Comfort Craftsman. They're the best ones out of the range. The price has increased, as you can see here. Comfort Craftsman boot, $649. Even with the suede, it's the same price, but it is worth the price. If you can, I would recommend trying these out in store, as they do have different width configurations. Whether you have a narrow, regular, or wide foot, you will find the perfect fit for you. While in store, it could be worthwhile getting yourself a cedar boot tree. I do actually have a pair of these for my RM Williams. I rarely use them, if I gotta be honest, mainly because I treat my boots, I don't treat them well, but that's what they're for, right? But the boot tree is a good investment to keep your boots in a tip-top condition, as well as to just take care of your things. Now, the conditioner for the leather, RM Williams sells this as well. It's worth picking up. Currently there is a promotion where every purchase they just give you a free bottle. I myself personally don't condition and polish my boots too often, maybe once every 2 months or so. There's nothing wrong with not polishing and conditioning it, from my experience at least, every 2 months, but you can do it every month. It's entirely up to you and how hard you wear the boots. As you can see here now, the polish itself RM Williams stock, so depending on the color that you choose, whether it be chestnut, tan, natural, whatever, they do have the appropriate polish. Now, when you add the prices up, $650 for the boots, $20 for the polish, $20 for the conditioner, or at the moment it's free, but let's just assume it's not free. We're talking $690 already, and that's not including the shoe trees, which in reality you can use, or you can go without. I recommend just getting it all together. You're probably spending about $690 upwards to $790, $780, something of that nature, right? So about that $780 range does seem like a bit of money to spend on a pair of boots. However, I do stress that these bitches last a very, very long time. To summarize, definitely buy these shoes. You won't regret them and you'll thank yourself later on down